Hi, this is Karen from Broad-Minded Books. I have my January to be read pile. I have 1 classic, 3 adult, and 5 YA for a grand total of 9 books. Let's get right to this. These are in no particular order. It's just the way I have them stacked. It's just easier this way. The first book I have is Lord of the Flies by William Golding. I was never required to read this in school. I don't know why. It wasn't required reading. I've heard a lot about it, so I'm not going to go into much detail about it because a lot of people know what it is. But I plan on reading that with my son, who also hasn't read it. The next is Black for Remembrance by Caroline Thompson. Show you that. I've already started reading this book. So far it's pretty good. It is about Caroline Webb. I keep calling her Charlotte for some reason. Caroline Webb and her daughter Haley, who was murdered when she was 5 years old. Now Caroline has moved on with her life. 20 years later, she has a new daughter. She has a new life. She's continuing. She thought that the past is behind her, but unfortunately, things are starting to reemerge from the past. Things from Haley's room when she was a baby showing up, when she was a young girl. When she disappeared, her doll showed up, and that's where I am right now, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that is. The next one is James Patterson, Third Degree. It is the Women's Murder Club. I'm sorry, gotta get it in frame. I like the first 2 books of this series, and I'm looking forward to reading this one. I don't know when this month I'll be able to pick it up. Next is another book, Blood Fever. It's the second in The Fairy by Karen Marie Mourning. And I picked this one up because I did read Dark Fever, and I loved it. I thought it was such a good book, and it landed on such a cliffhanger that I have to pick up the second one now. Then we move on to the YA. Book I have is by Amy Carol Reeves, and it's Ripper. And if you personally know me, I used to love unsolved crimes, and this is one of the most notorious. It's about Jack the Ripper. Other than that, I don't know much about it, so I'm looking forward to reading that. Next are 2 books that are going to be featured on the blog, and when they are featured on the blog, or I do reviews, my monthly wrap-up, I will link all the links down below. But this one is Spirit Fighter by Jarrell Law. This is going to be featured on the blog because the author sent these to me to read, and they look really interesting. This is about Jonas Stone and his family. Jonas is in 7th grade, and he learns a fascinating family secret. He is half angel, well, quarter angel, and he's going to have to embark on an epic adventure through the streets of New York to come to understand God's plan in a way that he could never have imagined. So that looks interesting. Next book I have is also by Jarrell Law. I am part of the blog tour for this, and it is Fire Prophet. I don't know what this book is about, but I think the cover is absolutely beautiful. It's a continuation. The next book I have is a book I've read 4 of the 5 titles, all in softcover. I had to pick up the hardcover because when I bought the book for my son, they didn't have softcover available. I never liked hardcover, but I am gaining a new appreciation for them. It is Percy Jackson and the Olympians, Book 5, The Last Olympian, by Rick Riordan. Love these books, and I'm looking forward to the ending of the series and the spin-off of the other. The next book I have is the YT YouTube Book Club's Pick of the Month, and it is Jasper Fforde, The Last Dragon Slayer. Also got this in hardcover, and by the time this video is up, I'll probably be finished because I only have about 30 pages to go, not that much. I'll get it in frame. And then I'll be ready for the discussion on January 5th. Okay, that's it for this month, and I want to thank you for watching.